In President Trump's first term, he accomplished a lot, and one of the big things was he kept the peace. President Trump did not get the United States into any wars during Trump 1.0. Of course, what happened when Biden took over? We had war everywhere. War in the Middle East, war in Ukraine, and of course in Afghanistan we had 13 of our brave soldiers that were killed because Joe Biden had the worst embarrassment in American history, the withdrawal of American military forces from Afghanistan. So Donald Trump takes over again, thankfully. And in this 2.0 version of Donald Trump, he's doing several things. One, he's rebuilding the military, which had suffered greatly under Joe Biden. Gone are the woke policies. And guess what? Recruitment is now skyrocketing. People want to serve again, and they want to serve under a commander-in-chief that is inspiring. And also what he's doing, he's pursuing what Ronald Reagan pursued in the 1980s, peace through strength. And that has several components. But one of them is his big, beautiful golden dome that he's going to put over this country and protect us from incoming missiles. You know, President Reagan had talked about missile defense and he was ridiculed. Technology wasn't there for it then, it's there for it now. So he's talking about a golden dome protecting this country. He's also going around the world to the hot spots where wars are going on and trying to bring about peace. He's sending his negotiators there to let the two sides talk to each other. He's actually talking to Vladimir Putin, talking to President Zelensky. That's what real leaders do. Under Joe Biden, there was no communication between the United States and Russia. And how ridiculous is that? That country has more nuclear weapons than any other country in the world, and we weren't talking to them. Now, under President Trump, we have negotiations. We're talking to the Russians. That's the best way to bring about an end to this war in Ukraine. 1 million people have either been killed or injured in this Ukrainian war. It started in February of 2022 under Joe Biden. Joe Biden, in fact, said a little incursion wouldn't be that big of a deal. The embarrassment of Afghanistan encouraged Russia. They went in. And ever since then, we've been just dumping money into Ukraine. No accountability for the funds, no accountability for the weapons, which some have ended up in the hands of the Mexican drug cartels and other enemies of the U.S. Now we need accountability for anything going to Ukraine, and we need to bring the war to an end. President Trump is talking about mineral rights in Ukraine. We deserve compensation for all the billions that we have sent there. Some estimates are $250 billion. We need accountability and we need a return. But we need peace most of all. So President Trump is a peacemaker. I think he should have received the Nobel Peace Prize in his first term. If he can bring about an end to this Russian-Ukrainian war, and we're already seeing very positive results, I think he should, of course, get the Nobel Peace Prize. And then he can move on to other conflicts, such as the one between Hamas and the Israelis, another attack which would have never happened if he would have been president. Thank God we've got a person in the White House who wants peace, doesn't believe in endless war, and can bring about an end to these conflicts and save the world a lot of pain, misery, and death. I'm Jeff Crouere. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow and subscribe to get more information. Go to crouere.net. You can learn everything about the shows and all our upcoming activities. Thank you so much for watching The Jeff Crouere Show.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
What will your Louisiana be?
We can shop factory direct at a family-owned, made-in-America manufacturer. Family-owned companies put their customers first, not Wall Street investors. Let's together cut off their cash flow. We can choose to help regular people by shopping with family-owned businesses and buying products made in America. Call 718-869-9020 or visit switch2usa.com. Switch2usa.com.
Mocked for not trusting school narrative on things like racism and globalism? Get empowered with 3 short reads. Opportunities and Choices navigates diversity, racism, and transgender. Sellout proves how globalism, communism, and Islamism are undermining democracy. College bound? First read Old Men Shouldn't Go to College. Should anyone? To learn to question critically. Find all 3 at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and author Rob Taft's website, empoweringwithtaft.com.